Welcome back to She Means Business, and I'm really excited about this video. At the beginning of this year, I decided that I wanted to be financially more aware. Now, my husband works in the financial services, and it's always been very easy for me to dump all financial decisions on him because he's the expert, right? And me, well, like a lot of people, most people actually on this planet, I tend to go off to sleep every time someone starts talking investments, equity, debt, mutual funds, risk appetite, and the sorts to me. But this year, I decided to change all of that. Now, obviously, I don't expect to jump into the stock market and start investing right away. But at least कुछ ऐसे terms जो bouncer की तरह निकल जाते हैं, मैं उनको समझना चाहूँगी. And possibly slowly start immersing myself into managing my finances myself. My husband, of course, is delighted at my newfound interest in his subject. But the next question was, how should I go about this? So after some initial hiccups and a good amount of time investment, I decided to reach out to a lot of experts, including my husband, to find out a little bit more about this subject, and thus started my financial education. But while I was doing this, another realization dawned on me. If me, with if I was facing so many issues finding out more about this subject, then I'm sure there are other people out there who do face these issues as well. And let's consider the fact that I actually have a lot of resources at my disposal. That's when I decided that I would take everything that I have learned so far and bring it to you in the form of very easy to understand, jargon free language about how you can manage your finances. Welcome to Money Matters by She Means Business, your weekly guide to understanding savings, investments, and everything related to them. But before we even begin, I would like to thank Sqrrl for partnering with us. Sqrrl is a mutual fund investing app which you should download and check out. It has a very easy to use interface where even people like me who don't really understand mutual funds so much can actually go and invest. Why are savings and investments important? In fact, what is the difference between savings and investments? And how do you cross the bridge between savings and investment? Savings वो पैसा है जो आप अपने इनकम से अलग करके रखते हैं for some future expenditure. जैसे हॉलिडे हो गया या फिर बच्चों की पढ़ाई. अब आप उस पैसे को बैंक के लॉकर में रखें, अलमारी में रखें या फिर तकिए के नीचे छुपाएं. These are just different shapes of savings. Let me ask you a fun question. There are three kinds of people. One, वो जो right at the beginning of the month set aside a certain sum of money, ये हमारी savings है. Two, जो महीने के आखिर में बच जाता है उसे savings बुलाते हैं. And three, those people who never have any savings at all. Leave me a comment below telling me what kind of a saver are you. Saving is good, but is saving enough? Let me tell you a little story. I moved to Mumbai about 10 years back. Now, 10 years back, the minimum fare for an auto was rupees 9. In 10 years, it has doubled today to rupees 18. Let me ask you a question. Has your income doubled over these 10 years? If it has, then you're really very lucky. If it hasn't, like most of us, then वो पैसे जो आपने अलमारी में छुपा के सेव किए थे, those are not enough. Because उन पैसों की वैल्यू गिर गई है. Surprised? In very simple terms, we call this inflation. और इसी inflation को beat करने के लिए we need to invest our money. What is investment? Investment is a process by which your money makes money. आपका पैसा पैसे कमाता है. Wow. How? कैसे? Because you purchase certain items जिसे हम assets कहते हैं which generate an income for you. Now these assets can be of various types. Bonds, mutual funds, shares, gold, real estate. We often use save and invest interchangeably. अरे यार मुझे फ्यूचर के लिए सेव करना है, बट एक्चुअली आपको बोलना चाहिए अरे यार मुझे फ्यूचर के लिए इन्वेस्ट करना है. Now these instruments that we are talking about, or these assets that we are talking about, actually generate three types of income. One, appreciation, where the value of your purchased asset increases over time. For example, real estate हो गया या फिर gold. Two, dividends. जब आप शेयर्स खरीदते हैं किसी कंपनी के, तो वो कंपनी उस पैसे को अपनी ग्रोथ में लगाती है. If that company makes profits, then you get a percentage of those profits as an investor or as a shareholder, and that is called dividend. Let me explain this with an example. Suppose there is a company called SMB Pharmaceuticals. SMB, she means business. Now, SMB Pharmaceuticals is developing a drug which is going to cost rupees 100 crores. That entire development process, वो research और वो marketing और वो drug development, उनको अब 100 करोड़ कैपिटल रेज करना है. सो दे कम टू द शेयर मार्केट एंड दे सेल देयर शेयर्स. Now, depending upon how much you want to invest, how much is your budget, you will buy shares of SMB Pharmaceuticals. Now, let's take for example कि आपका budget 1 लाख रुपए है. And in very simple terms, let's also say that the share price of SMB Pharmaceuticals is 100 rupees. तो फिर आप खरीदेंगे 1000 shares. Now, if SMB Pharmaceuticals does well, makes profits, then it will give back to you, because now you're an investor or a shareholder in SMB Pharmaceuticals. It will give back to you a percentage of the profit depending upon how many shares you actually own, and that is dividend. 3. Interest. Interest is a sum or amount of money which is payable to an investor because at some regular interval, because she has lent the money for a certain amount of, for some kind of use. Again, I'll give you an example. Suppose your friend wants to start a company and you lend her 10 lakh rupees at an interest rate of 5%, which she is going to give back to you at the end of 1 year. That 5% interest is your earning. Similarly, when you keep your money in bank deposits or fixed deposits for that matter, you earn an interest from the bank. Now, these instruments, actually there are several instruments that give you one or more types of returns or income. लेकिन उससे पहले एक बहुत मेजर स्टेप होता है. एज एन इन्वेस्टर आपको 2 बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ें करनी होती हैं बिफोर यू स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग योर मनी, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू बी द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ माई नेक्स्ट वीडियो नेक्स्ट Wednesday. To be notified when I upload that video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also there's a little bell icon over there which you can press so you immediately come to know when I upload a new video. Till next time, stay happy, stay tuned, and stay focused. Stay tuned so that you can stay on this road to managing your finances better.